Have you ever felt that everything you try goes wrong? That no matter how many times you make an effort, life just shows you a closed door. You try one path, it fails. You try another, it collapses. And you start to wonder, maybe life just doesn't want me to succeed. But what if I told you those wrong doors are not punishments? What if they are guides? Today, I'm going to share with you the story of a little boy and a Zen master, and how one wrong door changed everything. In a quiet village surrounded by hills and forests, there lived a boy named Kavi. He was young, curious, and full of questions about life. While other children played, Kavi often sat by the river, throwing stones into the water, lost in thought. Why do people fail? Why do bad things happen? Why do my efforts always go wrong? He would ask himself. His parents, busy with daily struggles, gave him simple answers. That's just how life is, son. But Kavi wasn't satisfied. His heart longed for a deeper truth. One morning, Kavi overheard travelers talking in the village square. They spoke of a wise Zen master who lived at a monastery deep in the forest. People say he has answers for every question, one man said. Kavi's eyes lit up. That evening, without telling anyone, he packed a small bag and set out on the long journey. The path through the forest was rough. Tall trees blocked the sunlight. Roots tangled across the ground, and the strange calls of animals echoed around him. Fear tugged at his heart, but curiosity pulled him forward. After hours of walking, he finally reached the monastery. It was simple and quiet, with wooden walls and a garden filled with silence. The Zen master sat outside, his posture straight, his eyes calm like still water. His white beard touched his chest, and when he smiled, it felt as if the whole forest grew peaceful. Kavi bowed respectfully and said, "Master, I have come with questions. I am only a boy, but I feel like everything I do goes wrong. Every step I take feels like a mistake. Every door I open leads me to disappointment. Why does life do this to me?" The master listened quietly. Tense stood up. He placed a gentle hand on the boy's shoulder and said, "Come with me." He led Kavi inside the monastery to a long, dim hallway lined with many doors. Some were painted, some cracked, some locked, and some half. The master pointed toward them and said, "Choose a door. Open it." Kavi's eyes scanned the hallway. His heart told him to choose the strongest-looking door. It was tall, with golden paint and beautiful carvings. This must lead to something good, he thought. With excitement, he pushed it open. But behind it was only darkness, a cold, empty space with nothing inside. Kavi's face fell. "This is the wrong door," he said. The master only nodded. "Try again." Kavi picked another door, painted in bright colors. It looked cheerful, full of promise. He smiled as he opened it. But again, the room was empty, full of dust and spider webs. His shoulders dropped. "Wrong door again," he whispered. Door after door, Kavi tried. One opened to a solid brick wall, another to a broken floor, another to just more silence. With each failure, his hope sank lower. Finally, after opening almost every door, he collapsed on the ground, tears filling his eyes. "Master, what is the point? Every door is wrong. Maybe life is just unfair. Maybe no door will ever open for me." The master's smile never faded. He sat beside the boy and said softly, "One last door remains. Would you like to try?" Kavi looked up weakly. At the very end of the hallway was a small, plain, wooden door. It was so simple he hadn't even noticed it before. He had no hope left, but he dragged himself to his feet and slowly pushed it open. Behind it was a beautiful garden, bathed in sunlight. Flowers of every color bloomed. A small stream trickled over smooth stones, and birds sang from the trees. Kavi stood there, amazed. He turned to the master, confused. Why was this the right door?" The master replied, "You see, Kavi, you couldn't have found the right door without first opening all the wrong ones. Each failure wasn't a punishment. It was a lesson. The empty rooms taught you what not to look for. The dead ends taught you which paths to avoid. By learning what was wrong, you were guided to what was right. Life doesn't want you to fail. It wants you to learn." Every wrong door you open is just one step closer to the right one. Kavi finally understood. The feeling of failure that had haunted him for so long melted away. He realized that his mistakes weren't signs of defeat, but signposts on his journey. From that day on, Kavi no longer feared failure. He embraced it, knowing that each closed door was just a part of finding the one that was meant to open for him. So the next time you feel like you've hit a wall or opened a wrong door, remember, Kavi. Remember that every no is bringing you closer to a yes. Every mistake is a lesson, and every failure is just a guide pointing you in the right direction. Keep trying, keep learning, and trust that you are on the right path, even when it feels wrong. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more.